Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. To start today's webinar, the US dollar overnight gained further momentum with the index breaking over 102. Now looks for further weakness for the Australian dollar, and as you can see here, the price action is now looking towards that objective of 74.8090. I still feel this level is achievable, and a break beneath there would give further exposure and possibly to a target of 73.6070, which comes in, if I highlight it, around this region here. It's when the market sort of broke from that 71.5, and then momentum carried on once it got through that 73.60. So if we do go beneath 74.80 today or towards the end of the week, because do note we have non-farm payrolls out of the US this tomorrow, is the fact if we do see a stronger US dollar, then further pressure will be seen on the Australian dollar and see it fall further. Resistance on the day is seen around 65.80 and firmer above at 76.1015. Well, the euro is still trading sideways within the parameters of 104.55 to 106.55, and with the stronger US dollar overnight, you can see the last 3 days momentum has increased to the downside and now looks towards that objective of 104.55. A break beneath there would give further exposure and look towards the near 14-year lows of 103.4065 and reassess from there. Any fresh claims to the upside should find resistance now at 105.90 and firmer above at 106.5560 as mentioned. The dollar yen story, well, again rejects that level of 114.7075 after recording a high of 74 overnight. In light of the current pattern, I do expect to see this level eventually be taken out. As you can see here, the technicals are still supportive from the 4-hour time view, and we could see a move up towards the recent level that holds around 115.5. You can see here from the actual price action is that it's most probably will see that break to the upside, and any pullback on the day should find support at 113.85 as minor, but firmer at 113.40. Well, the story for the sterling is still in a downtrend, and as you can see here, the market has reached its target of 121.40, and I'll now look towards the next target of 120.6080 and reassess from there. The reason behind that is that we could be looking towards the flash crash around that 118 region. With the downtrend intact, as long as we don't go above 122.20, then this view holds. Above 122.20 sees the next resistance at 122.9505. Well, the gold story is still weak after cutting through that support of 1,211, got to a low of 1,206 before staging a mild recovery. In light of the current pattern, I still expect to see further weakness and now could see the pressure back towards the downside and look for a target of 1,180 and reassess from there. Any advances should be capped from around 12.14.16 to 12.22 as mentioned. And to wrap up with silver, the market nearly claims its target of $17.14.16. With the indicators still remaining negative, we could be looking even lower now, down towards 16.60 as a target and reassess from there. Resistance on the day expected to cap around 17.45. So that wraps up my intraday webinar. Thank you very much for joining me, and please look out for the intraday report that will be released very shortly.